So over the past couple of years, the internet has been hit with a jump scare. There's AI. AI is everywhere. No matter where you go, you see it and you can't get away from it. And as you continue to go and live about your life, AI gets implemented into more things, whether you like it or not. And they try to, push and nudge you. These services want you to try it out. Why? Because it's going to be more data. Anytime you accept the terms of services and you use any of these tools, you are agreeing to allow your data to be collected. And so whatever you upload will probably be used to train whatever model is being used to create the images that it outputs after you use their service. And that's also why it's hard to be surprised when you have things like the Instagram situation that happened about a month or two ago, where a user was scrolling through their own timeline and then they saw themselves AI generated and some like matrix of just reflections of themselves. And it was because they agreed to use the AI feature and they uploaded themselves. And so Instagram wanted to start showing advertisements more or less of their service, saying, hey, look what else you could be doing with our tool. And people were like, that's creepy, that's weird, why are you doing that? And it's because you agreed to use their terms of service to upload yourself, and now they will use your likeness to try and sell their own tools to you. That's why. But the reason I'm making today's video is because I want to bring awareness and talk about something that has been going on in Discord. And since I have my own server, which you should totally join, link in the description below, I'll put a link in the comment section as well. But they have a new function that now allows you to AI generate art off other art that has been uploaded into a server. And yeah, I mean, it sounds awful. It sounds trash. The fact that there's no, it's just on by default. There's no safety measures, no rail guards. It's pretty careless, pretty reckless. And I wanted to bring awareness to it and at least show you a demonstration of how it works. So originally started with this post from a user named Proto. They said Discord has apparently added generative AI apps users can use to modify any image posted in any Discord server. On by default, no way to disable them, no moderation tools. Fuck Discord, support artists. Discord sure doesn't. And then they continue to say, not to mention theft and plagiarism and ethics aside, this is such a nightmare for server moderators. It's a button to add low quality spam to your server. Who the fuck wants that? Discord is absolutely speedrunning and shitification. Can we please get a new service to replace it? Now, unfortunately, hate to burst their bubble there, but Discord isn't going anywhere. I don't see any competitors really coming along. It's just like how people wanted Twitter to die and Twitter doesn't. You have Blue Sky right here, but how many people are going to really flock over to it? Not many people. People are still saying, hey, why go to Blue Sky if I can just use Twitter when Twitter is literally... It's honestly a hellscape. I'm gonna be real here. I think it's trash, but this is not the video to go on my rant about the website again. Anyways, continuing on. Following this, I was curious. I looked into it. It was brought up in my server as well too, but I'm going to give you an example of how this tool works and what exactly it even is. So to speed things up, I already went through all the tools. I already demoed all of them, so that's easy to go through all of them. They take like 3 to 4 minutes to typically generate. So didn't want the video to just be waiting on all that the entire time, but I will walk you through the entire process. But I want to show you why this is actually a big deal and what these tools are actually doing. And it's not something to just, brush to the side, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. It is. So to start off right here, you got the Discord logo and they give you 4 different options. You have animate, you have restyle, roast, and face swap. Now, roast is pointless. There's no real point in even going over it, but I have an example below on what that is. Animate, another example, but the main one that's actually the biggest concern, which is what is on by default, is restyle. Restyle says Domo AI turns an image to different styles. So you click on it, and so here's the image already uploaded to go. Then they have a model function, and then you get all these different versions that you can turn an image into. And then once you do that, then they give you an option to, let's just choose a model just for here. And then you have a prompt, and then you type in exactly what else you want to add to the image, or I guess whatever style that you want. Following that, then you have this as one of the first examples that I created, which I didn't really even know what I was doing with it. I just said anime girl from that one, and then it created this. And these were their examples. And then you could ask it to regenerate. But yeah, it asked it to make a... something out of that Discord logo. Now, another time I made another attempt, here's what we got. So this was the second time I attempted to make something with it, and here's what it made just off the logo itself. I just typed in anime style or the model anime style or something like that, and then this is what it created. So yeah, it's taking your stuff, whatever image that you have uploaded, and it's pretty much just feeding it through AI generators without any care in the world. The fact that it's so easily or readily available is kind of scary. And I mean, yeah, to some extent, it probably shouldn't be a surprise that Discord would allow this, or they'll try to make this so simple. But you would think that they would have at least a couple more safety measures put in place just to prevent people from just doing this. But yeah, so continuing on, another one was this AI image that I just found off Google. I just typed it in, then I added it here, and then I just put woman outside, and then yeah, it's supposed to be like retro style or something like that. And this was the version that it made based off this. I think that's a pretty better example of what the tools can do. And it sucks. And the worst thing about this is the fact that only you will see this. These are messages that, as far as I recall, these are only the AI, anything from like these apps. These are only messages that will be sent to you, and no one else can actually see these. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But as far as I recall, only you can see these. So the fact that someone's generating these, no one else will ever know about it. You can sit there being a server. Someone has, you'll see your art. Let's say they want to use these tools that they're enabled, and they can go ahead, click the generate button, input some stuff with the tool, boom. And not nobody will ever know that the tools were ever used on your image. I think that sucks. Pretty trash. Should be transparency. And of course, I know there's going to be some copium. Oh, well, who cares? They could just take the image anyway and just go do it in another server that's allowed for it. Sure, you're right. Not wrong. But you know, it shouldn't be made this readily available, or at least it should have an opt-in function for big servers, especially art servers. And this was the other example I had. I asked them to make this AI image into like a water painting version or a style, and for some reason generated 3 not safe for work. Don't even know how. I didn't even add any text or prompts. I guess maybe they mistook this image for being not safe for work because it's like a bodysuit. Couldn't really tell you, but yeah. It's pretty interesting stuff right here. And then when you go down, continue further, these are the other tools I told you about. This is the roast GPT. It's pointless, but it makes fun of your photos. So I guess it scans, or you upload a photo, or it uploads your photo, someone else takes it, and then and then they take it, and then it creates this. It says she looks like the human equivalent of a Pinterest fail, like if a wannabe influencer got hit by a reality truck going full speed. I've seen more personality in a loaf of gluten-free bread. Don't know what we're talking about here. This is this is so random. This is actually just nonsense right here, dog. This is actually trash, but whatever. And then the last one is this. This is supposed to be there when you go right here and click on what is it? Animate. You can animate stuff. So here's this animating this is animating the Discord logo. Yeah, some nightmare material right here, dog. Yeah, make of that as you will. It's slop. It's trash. It's garbage. And honestly, I don't know why Discord would ever allow this to be just on by default, or at least at the bare minimum announce that these tools are going to be added. And hey, servers, if you want to add them, you can turn them on, but instead it's already on by default. All these companies like to do this every single time. Everything is opt-in by default, and guess what? If you don't want it, you don't like it, you got to opt out. But the unfortunate reality is with these tools, you can't opt out. There's no way to turn them off at all. I read some posts talking about disable external tools or the external apps. I've looked into this. I've tried so many different variations of different permissions on and off, and I nothing really works. Like I've had this right here where you can use external apps to allow apps that members have added to their account to post messages. When disabled, the messages will be private. So I thought that maybe that was going to work, but it doesn't. I tried disabling all of these as well too. I even tried bringing in an alternate account just to see if maybe it was just because maybe I'm the account, the main one here, and that's why it worked, but didn't change anything. You were still able to use it. So yeah, pretty scummy all around, pretty trash. If there's a way to actually turn these off, or if someone's figured out a way, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know. I'll even pin it just because it's to bring awareness towards this. But yeah, overall, this is trash. It's scummy. Discord, do better. I know you're not, but you should do better. But at least if anything with this video, hopefully we'll bring some awareness to this and maybe bring a big enough stink. I doubt it. I don't think Discord's going to care anyway, but hopefully at least with this video and more people talking about it, it might make Discord reconsider, or at least give an option to disable this, or at least have it opt out, and then you have to opt in for your server. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but hopefully the situation will gain some traction and Discord backtracks, or they at least make an announcement or a statement in regards to this, and we see something that is at least a win for artists, but only time will tell. Anyways, you made this far into the video, consider getting like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.